issues to do with Yura Atta. Me of a pa me Jinidi Epenasem, we're one of the fine lawyers in this country. Wambo Juma, on the political life, he's been one of the fantastic lawyers. But of asema kind, me no nyadwene. Me no nyadwene because asema kind no. Baby a okoka free no. Enya de a ene modern politics a new paradigm shift about into modern politics. Ghana for nyina believe you say politics na a change and it's a new ball game altogether. And you know, when you come with those statements of we are looking for a leader that will go and stand in the United Nations and will say motherfucker, motherfucker, and then because I on the 2TV and I want every Ghanaian to listen to me and listen to me good. You attach ya. Adia ba ko ese oti ase ne say we are see politics no. The new paradigm shift no a change. And the people who are the voters and the electors are looking for a leader or basically the interest of the ordinary people. It is not about what he says or what comes out of their mouth or who they look, how they stand, how they look. It is about the interest of the ordinary people. Other than that, America, the greatest democracy in the world, will not vote for a motherfucker like Donald Trump. No, because o come motherfucker che obia, Donald Trump e come motherfucker e che obia, otimi hwe obi ka che o motherfucker. Opa videos no o enen ka me yaka, I'll play it for you. Obi no come motherfucker che Donald Trump. But Americans saw that he said he will make America great again. First time a man had the opportunity, he built the American economy, created almost about 200,000 jobs, 1.2 million jobs here and there. He was creating an opportunity for the ordinary Americans. And they believe that he's the man who can change the lifestyle of the American people. And Obama. And so Oman Sheso a motherfucker. Boris Johnson. Obiani Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson was one of the British prime ministers from the Conservative Party. Obia operating behind himself, Boris Johnson is a joker. American British people don't take him serious. The Conservative Party voted for Boris Johnson to become the Prime Minister of Great Britain, and indeed, an opportunity. They saw that he has the interest of the British public at heart. They voted for him, and he made some changes. It's neither here nor there. Winston Churchill was just one of the biggest motherfuckers in the history of Britain. At that time of the war, Winston Churchill serious. But at that time of the war, he was the one that led the war and took Britain and restored dignity for the British people. Your leaders be Adolf Hitler was a stammerer. No kasa or kasakwa wontina ni bufua. Adolf Hitler the bufua. And some of the canwa ya. He was the leader of the German country at that time of the war. And he led the transformation of Germany, and they cars beat some Mercedes-Benz. Industrial revolution, of course, what Germany. Adolf Hitler has built a transformation a year. A legacy is still there. He was a motherfucker. He was a motherfucker. Adolf Hitler was a motherfucker. Into you attach ya. If we are see baby I do no. If we are see for here leader or a motherfucker. Obey me walk the talk. I'm telling you, Agyapong is a motherfucker, and that is what the people of Ghana needs, because He started his motherfucker from Asin Dompim primary school, from a poor background, from Asin Dompim, and work his way through that he's going to make it in life as a motherfucker. And he worked his way to Adysadel College. You were coming from a rich home, but he was rubbing shoulders with you. You're Atta. And Agyapong said, motherfucker, to go to America, Germany, and the Tuaso America, United States of America. Or say, I will make it in life. Kennedy came back to Ghana and became a legislator, built the whole empire, and became a business mogul and a billionaire. Oka motherfucker baku bia utimisi dan baku East Legon. Hey, it is a youth no renwa. If somebody can say motherfucker and build a business empire, it means creating job opportunities for the people of Ghana, millions of Ghana, then hell yeah, we want a motherfucker leader like that. If he can say motherfucker and can build a cardiothoracic center in 37 military hospital. Most of the politicians omanya sika omdo musika kotre chambuchi eko baby eko ye you know. Utiasie Kennedy Agyapong is the only politician ononya ni sika otimi tu ni bottom sika $6 million say miami krom Ghana 37 military hospital. That time your vice president Okruma on come motherfucker. Vice president on come motherfucker Okruma. But when Timmy and Transia who say 37 military hospital, we have a deficit. When Timmy and go raise the funds, crowd, Kennedy Agyapong to the bottom, $6 million, and you could see cardiothoracic center, 37, and also come motherfucker. Ghanaians want such a leader like that to come and lead them. You know what? You are touching me of fun. You know what? The minute a Ghana for who said motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong, a president, you know. Police in Ikra bribe or best city up because when you said the motherfucker is the president of Ghana. If the minister under Kennedy Agyapong a mistake when you say motherfucker will sack him, if he won't make that mistake. Na Kennedy Agyapong motherfucker a president of Ghana. Why a bit my sorry so kwaku to galamsi? That motherfucker will deal with you. You will go to jail because he doesn't give a fuck. That is the motherfucker that the Ghanaian youth are calling for. That is the motherfucker that Ghana for everywhere. That motherfucker no say nonsense in society must stop. And that motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong. Ghanaians want the motherfucker like that to come and lead us. So that is what they are looking for. Somebody who is so poor say so we a minister na ne mame ba no na di nkwasi asema, he will show you motherfucker. He will sack you. That is the Kennedy Agyapong that we are talking about. Anti Ghana for Gen Z no mabru omo pe motherfucker to say Kennedy Agyapong. Obia o seeking the interest of the ordinary people. Obia o dwene Ghana ho a otimi ka motherfucker creating jobs for the youth. The teeming youth, millions out there are looking for jobs. It's not that rhetorics. Otiase o ka motherfucker obetima creating 1.2 million jobs. He's going around and showing the way how we can use coconut juice to create job opportunity for millions. How Ayetimi use arable lands in the northern region to create and build factories. That motherfucker is ready to do that. And that is what Ghanaian people are looking for. And you know, Kennedy, ye peso ka motherfucker pa. Obe ka motherfucker no sa. Because o ka motherfucker baby be create jobs for the ordinary Ghanaian teeming youth. To get jobs to do. It obe ka motherfucker. Ye will attach ya. Kennedy Agyapong obe ka motherfucker. He will not stop because oka motherfucker be di yedie bre Ghana for mabunu ekoka adwamu o Lebanon baby no mo chire o mo no te Lebanon ye hunu minister bi a on ka motherfucker vice president bi a no okroma no on ka motherfucker say o to ni bottom sika na o use Ghana leverage and contact and resource to get the Ghanaian youth, millions of you who are suffering in Lebanon, to bring them home. That motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong stood on his ground, dip his own pocket and get the money to bring those Ghanaian people and kwalano no maka dwamu hon edomo ba Ghana. Obi anye motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong ye. Obeka motherfucker, ye body the susu onka motherfucker. Obeka, because he will change this country for us. With that motherfucker, we need that motherfucker because indiscipline goes to Ghana too much. Indiscipline. That is why corrupt criminals we cannot come around Kennedy Agyapong, because that is why they are so hell-bent that they don't want him to come, because that motherfucker will discipline you if you're a minister under his watch. Police in Ukraine bribe. Na se Kennedy Agyapong your president or because when say motherfucker be taking over the leadership of this country. That is what we are talking about. Etino sasema you attach no and very good for us, because Kennedy Agyapong, the youth believes in him. That is why Ghana for here some motherfucker no so maybe Ghana for so. Because not the bar said the okay over. Not the bar under his watch. Na minister, we minister. Now we health minister. Now I call Abrucheso Kosa Hoyare. We health minister. Kennedy Agyapong beka se kaho. Kabruchiro maybe kaho. Deputy minister take over, because motherfucker is the president of Ghana. Kennedy Agyapong is a president of Ghana. Now who go to Galamsey, who military leader Yasuna say go and look for Galamstop, go and arrest people. He would declare a state of emergency and whip up all the leaders. Omudi anymore omuma Galamsey, because we DC now to Chrome now so Shesi into Galamsey now who Kennedy Agyapong appointee now who Krebiasi near to Galamsey or that motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong will deal with you. Who DC no go jail. That motherfucker is what we need. That kind of leaders is what we need. Eti you of attach your motherfucker now can in here. And one na can over. That motherfucker is ready to take up the leadership. Indiscipline is becoming too much in this country. So we need a motherfucker like Kennedy Agyapong who will give people put hot solid A on the asses of these motherfuckers. And he is ready to deal with the motherfuckers. That is why most of our corrupt people within our party don't want him to become the flag bearer. That is why corrupt people hate Kennedy Agyapong to the core. That is why untruthful people don't want to hear the name Kennedy Agyapong, because he's a motherfucker and he doesn't give a shit. He will tell the truth even if it's your mother. He will tell the truth even if it's God. He don't care who ox is God. And that is one thing that people cannot stand. Oh, not the other bar. Obeka motherfucker. Obeko swaka motherfucker. Because Waka motherfucker be the biggest co-store. I'm managing for 25 years. This man is a motherfucker. Yes, indeed, he's a motherfucker. How many politicians have been able to build a business and sustain this business for this while and still sustain it for this while and still call themselves a Obeka motherfucker? Because Americans believe in Donald Trump. So Oka motherfucker. But they saw the economic prowess. They saw the interest. How Donald Trump is so passionate about the people of America. And so they voted for him. Unim democracy cha America for. Unim nyansa cha America for. And so the Americans voted for that motherfucker. Now Kennedy Agyapong a president, now you minister, now koji bribe, nefana fuji granotia. Who minister? You are gone. That is the kind of discipline that we want to see. That motherfucker will be the president of Ghana. We believe in the delegates that they will vote for that motherfucker. Because he is the only one. Obetima instill the discipline in the MPP, your political party, in discipline. Of course, Kennedy Agyapong will instill discipline. That motherfucker is the only one who can instill discipline in our party. What are we talking about? Let's go and check. Share. Adieba kukwa you attach Akyea meni ajipa me hu say Kennedy betime lead Ghana. Mo pa me mamu nyina mo assignment mo go check it. Say every great leader be our wiase or the big transformation abe wiase what changing the paradigm shift in their country biano. They have the characters of what a motherfucker. They have the character of a motherfucker. Opa go and check. They have a little bit of craziness in them. Go and check. Winston Churchill, Napoleon Bonaparte, Abraham Lincoln, Adolf Hitler. Name them. Name the great leaders of Mabesiko Wiasmina. All of them has a little bit of craziness. Because if you are not prepared to step on people's toes, if you don't have that kind of wherewithal to tell it in the front of the face of the people around you that who are doing wrongdoings, to punish them, you can never be a leader. That's what I'm telling you, that Dr. Bawumia is not a leader. Because he cannot say motherfucker. Now you're president, now to be untimi go rebase won go come motherfucker obede na wetima run the country I want information you know rebase I want information you know Dr. Bawumia ntimi go obetima ira ko come motherfucker you attaching Canada Japan can go to rebase and go and see motherfucker there and you know obetima run Ghana hwe na obetima run Ghana ntimi ko ashawo place ko gina onkodi enko ne na ho ma enko no mo kasa obede etima di president of Ghana Donald Trump, Otimi ko nyina oko Soho Square oko America. He's a motherfucker. That's why he's able to run the country. He's a motherfucker. And you attach here, motherfucker no. Here papa, we a politician. Now we upeso we great politician. Now Otimi come motherfucker. Over there the president. Canada Japan will crack the whip because he's a motherfucker. He would deal with any minister, any miscreant who will come under his government and mess up. He would deal with you because he's a motherfucker. And that is the kind of leader that we want. A new transformational leader. A leader who walks the talk. A leader who Ghanaians will believe in him. Ono Canada Japan timi trans se kwasiko ko mfiri obi maso no mekire ye gold aye tuni oil ha omo de no de be maye Canada Japan is a motherfucker. He will not sit down for white person to determine how we run our country. Canada Japan will not condone to any white supremacy. He will bring the investors, but will make sure that he intervene for the people of Ghana to get what is right. And that is what he is saying. Uncle United Nations and Queen's English. He will say the language that the white people will understand. Who be that? Biggest democracy in America. Now journalists interview Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump catch journalists and say, you are a terrible reporter, stupid bitch. Get away from there. We saw it, the biggest democracy in this country. No America. Na economy na ye. Ghana for me say. Omo pe leader, oma major on kasa or the economy no wa $2 nim the CD na ko to atwe baby engine CD no beba form na otewa na CD ni dwane ti se Usain Bolt Canada Japan be come motherfucker na se dollar no beti magina ho a Ghana for beto aba man why you attaching se Canada Japan be come motherfucker no beti ma creative factories TNO factories all over this country, northern Ghana, Choronu and Chiasu Bebiana, Mabrubenya Jumaya. Ghana for doesn't give a hoot about his motherfucker. Second in Japan, a bit more building a vibrant Ghanaian society. Society will become so peaceful and viable that Ghana will become a beacon of hope in West Africa and Africa in general. They don't care who is a motherfucker. Second in Japan, a bit more be a president, a bit more restore hope. No building a society that will change. Ghana's here don't care whether he says a motherfucker or not. Indeed, you have attached here, and some now can who open the Pandora box, and Ghanaians are looking for a leader or seeking the interest of the ordinary people. That is why they voted for Winston Churchill. That's why they allowed him to lead the war. Moses was a stammerer. But God chose Moses to lead the Israelites. Onyankopon nyansem no na oba behira Jesse man. Oba ya oba behira o mo free Jesse say Jesse mfa ne man nyina amra. Na David ni o. Oba ya obusa say David ne ba no anyina ni o say ani so akaba akono so sama da faka no oti enwura mu no kan nyan so no sama da faka no o say sama da faka na mhia no sama da faka no na mde be build masafo and you will become the man after God's own heart. Etino you will attach ya enye de nipa dwene na nyame dwene o we say leaders, mama, examples of leaders in this world. Omu can worse things than this. Canada, Japan, all the motherfucker that you see, Okazwakan. Ghana for any Jihun, because they know that he is fighting for the ordinary people. So become motherfucker, they be save the life of somebody who is poor and vulnerable. somebody who TV be a chimo a unikawa free the body. Poor person be or tibia. The whole children na Agyapong so become motherfucker. Now that person will survive. That person will be alleviated from poverty. That person will be fight from a crisis and a situation that he in. Then yes, Kennedy must say the motherfucker. Onka motherfucker no more. Onka motherfucker no more. Yeni Jehopa. Na Ghana for are not looking for a leader. Why no one say or once na moon area, but utimi Dani Boja Hunayanajo. Ghana for are not looking for that leader. The Gen Zs are not looking for once na moon area, utimi Dani Boja Hunayanajo. Ghanaians are not looking for leader. They want a straightforward leader, a leader who is very honest, a leader who can do what is right. That is what the Ghanaian people are looking for. In the era Atta, me wafano me pewasem who a very fantastic lawyer, but of a way there you got it wrong. Ghanaians are looking for a motherfucker who is still disciplined. Ghanaians are looking for a motherfucker who can create jobs. Ghanaians are looking for a motherfucker leader who can restore dignity in the Ghanaian society, who can crack the whip, who can put the fear of God in ministers and people who hold public office. Accountability. And that is what Ghanaians are looking for. That motherfucker na Okano. You are attaching. That's what the Ghanaian Gen Zs are looking for. They can see that Kennedy Agyapong is that kind of a leader. And then we, as you know, the world is not going backward again with that kind of African buccaneering mentality. No, nobody is looking for that kind of a leader. No one is looking for that. Look at what is happening. A young man in Burkina Faso. Look at what he's doing. He's a motherfucker. He doesn't take nonsense. He would deal with you. So I say, and you know, say Kennedy become motherfucker. Now say it will put food on the table for hungry youth in this country. They will have something to eat, something to hold on to. Yes, Kennedy must continue to say motherfucker. Nadia ne beba. Nadia ne ba no ye crazy no a. Obekwa ko bubu Kumasi KJT and was in modern place amana you say Dubai. Nadia na ba motherfucker. That is the kind of leader that we want. Transformational leader. Every transformational leader is a motherfucker. And I want him here attaching. Unimana. Selling Kwanyi. Where do you China? Oh yeah, motherfucker. He's got a little bit of craziness in him. So go and check the records. You are an astute lawyer. You know. In Tianano. Yedi mama to fobo. Ene bio yedi wie no. Na mo amaya madwene say sebio obi eba no be make endorsement about Kennedy Agyapong. Na nkofo bi edi na besi eyisuni asupa wosa. Yewrat alanche mate. They did the same thing to him. And Odiabufo, such a distinguished person in Ghanaian politics. Why ye Juma Bua MPP Amanyoko Namanyoko ni ye decide ye say Dr. Bawumia and ye ka ono kwa no on some fantasy MPP kwa obi abedi lechi. Alanche Martin Young Executive Forum wa bre party no and nyoma wa ye ene ye vilify Alan is nobody. Na side ye build the political party and ye ebe ka krebu mbe sorry no munya one amama background wa support to political party. Look at the way NDC is trying to build their base. Mahama, Meka Musimitiase, and the celebrity be all Ghana. Every facet of Ghanaian society. One point to be war. Is it not dangerous for our political party to look and think deep and know say there is something going wrong for us and we need to sit up? And then entertainment industry. Your uncle for what? Mahama point to Oba movie industry. Over any part of the Ghanaian society, President Mahama is taking over. You fool no more, you know. So be persuaded joining political parties is here. I don't think say the way obi kura wom na ono support to political party no woman the party be nko ye no oka the way ya did be to apaso a vilify in the name of one person be ono woman a ono ba ye nche ye ono si party no kra no ye ya ye papa no di omusika ye ofa no do omusika e be the party no kra no ye nkasasa in the name of one person ni ya vilify ye heroes ni ya penny for ni ya trauma twene and then hwe de koso wan disi. The party is becoming so attractive to the youth out there, and we have the daunting task to get a leader who be changing the mindset of the Ghanaian people to believe in them. Why is it that it looks as if a group of people they are now going to Yoko and follow one candidate, and a group of people almost also no clean and they follow one candidate? Can't you see what is happening? And we need to change the psyche of the Ghanaian people. That leadership, even for us to have reassurance on the Ghanaian voter, that kind of believability, say Ghana for say change a leader, so that we will have confidence in the Ghanaian people again. That look, Agyapong is a new leader, a new face. Mumian try on a Ghana for and my Ghana for now be catch dada. So why should we, as your question, ye kwagina ne bua nti minuanom mumma ye ntase ne sabese paniko ni na haban na ye hunu baby aye kro leadership 2028 elections ye ntimi mfa entoy. We cannot toy with the destiny of the ordinary people. As the youth will never forgive us. The youth of Ghana will never forgive us if we make that mistake. And then we'll be sorry no kasa na ya sorry ni ya sopanwa ye mame na atoshi sorry so kasa a onu a oye district assembly common fund ye nyina nim say na atoshi ni onu na chiche district assembly common fund. It comes from the top. It is say enkofo bi sorry no omo say na atoshi and the good district assembly common fund. Now onu oye head of economic management team wa onu and handle the disbursement of funds for local elections or local governance in this country. As you disburse funds, you must say this local, that kind of person or be a vice president or leader, if he doesn't even understand the rudiments of local governance, how can he have that effrontery or that shenanigans so lead Ghana? And then you supporters of Dr. Bawumia want to vilify Natoshi, say Natoshi and a man. MPP situation go say and now being phobia most of the people almost social media attacking in na okuta you don't support a candidate because of he's from the north. You support a candidate who can win an election and get you power. Majority of them omudi are telling you now na every one political one region and but it is not about that. You cannot use emotions to defend what is impossible. It is impossible. Say can say mu ko gina northern region ho na mu ko kika mu nsem ko ye tribal politics na etimi ameme ya asantini am free asantime mu aye wo dom a na ma MPP timi ba power no ye nso ye nka sen mi busa ho ya na sometimes me to abi timi twene ho awo enti ye nso ye nka sen. We don't do politics like that too. We do politics on issues. Me sha say no maska issues aba be sisebra. What you say? Tiye very careful. Baby aye kro ye see ye pe power ana say ye pe say ye di candidate bia na e ba keke na ye be lead MPP because e duru no so na Akufo-Addo call me ensa je Akufo call me ensa nti ye san the candidate bi ba sa. Is that what we are looking for, or we are looking for political power? Yen hye so na yen hwe say political power and ye hwe ana say ye pe just a candidate to come and lead us. If we want a candidate to come and lead us, it's not a problem. You should go and vote them and we will see. Say the mekan say northern region for nye nuanu wo siri mu no a omokoto aba no ombesa amomadwen asesa ato aba ama vote a Akufo-Addo nyaaye e wo northern region a Bawumia ye northern first northern obelidi a political party say ya camp party no. He couldn't garner the vote in the northern region for us. He couldn't get the vote that we needed in the north for us to even consolidate our voter base here. Ashanti region, they see what a man for uncle to about bibli. And no, dear, me jack Eddie Ashe free ne blaze no Yebeka and no more. And what we are saying is that we need to look at the candidate. Musa Dankwa, ne yode elections, and Yoma Bayan or Soria, or can Ninsembino. The first interview with Paul Adumoche, he made it clear, said it will be in the interest of the MPP, another Dr. Bawumia, to step aside. So that MPP, Musa Dankwa, why is he now or did dilly? I respect him as a poster, but today, Ninsembiano Kikano, Enkoyesa, credibility, Musa Dankwa, very important. I respect you and I follow you, pa. But credibility is very important. So just here, etino, Yensha say why? Again, the informal at that time, how to make it that profound statement say it will be in the interest of the Bawumia not to contest election for the MPP. Because vote now unyaye, northern region, vote unyaye, Zongo community, northern region, baby will hold more zero in the constituency. Zero. It's so abysmal that unprecedented in the history of MPP. ABC now, a northern candidate, equal elections, near to man a zero equal constituency. Next time I may read all these constituencies at the amount. Zongo community, any Muslims, equal believe in Dr. Bawumia's candidature. They don't trust him as a Muslim candidate to lead. Kawede and Kedru baby and Konuan Kasani. Ni sumfo ebe to abamam eduru they didn't vote for him. They didn't vote for him. He lost miserably in the Zongo communities, except Winiba Zongo afene marking ho. So what are we talking about? In your mind this year, say me the main no ebesi ha. All that we are saying is that Ghanaians and fellow delegates, ye can't yes should be mama. Say Ghana for everywhere Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong. Ghana for confident in him say the ba o meto abanamai. Mamu me yen yayi pemu delegates. Yen nwini yen kwa ye ho. Yen nwini da chinchini ma ho. Yen nwini MPP amanyoko ho. Yen nwini the future of this country. Yen to aban Emma Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. A new sigh of relief to go out there and win the 2028 elections. And I believe say the Kennedy Agyapong ba for 2028 elections sir. Yen kwejina en yebua. Yen kwejina en yebua. The people, I believe say Miami of Alan Chemati, he will come and join the MPP. We believe who? Say after the elections and the dust is settled, we believe say all of them will come back. We need a unified force. And then yeah about we won't people who come about me once a month. Now who can now who criticize it to be now be a sum nani pano ebe attack you. That is not the kind of now we now to abani we are. You feel say it's only about you. Not the region vote to say the one or the region. Not the region vote to say who to compare those in Ashanti region and Eastern region here. Who now compare. Let's be realistic. How many votes is in the northern region? Now we now kana we mu de omo ya omo free party you we election no na Dr. Bawumia winya ye be pam na me opam Owusu Bempah free party mu say they will lose be 200,000 300,000 votes. And now say some of us we are so deep rooted in the grassroots that we have a lot of followings. And I say onkofo a omo do ye pay asema omo tie ana ye tena santimema won ye wo ye twa ye funu ma Fïre. Na ono no pakro no so okoto aba na so nto aba no na se wo se asomasi anko support o candidate ti no so we ni na so se o ma eno kwa de enya djuma o ti ase enti ye de ya mase ye ba be di atem. We are not here to reply trivialities. Me I'm not here me I'm above that level. Say me betra radio so na ma ba be answer to riffraffs bi a omunim de omoye riffraffs. Otiase na me I'm daring them. Me can we na me say me can respond, but I will respond. say obi te za abronye na onya de effrontery ti betra radio so no cassette ya me na abronye ora fi ba bia me kofa ofriye me the first person me do ba radio so first popa brabontina be kasa me boa akra ha me na me do ba radio so first e ma be kasa radio so that day no me do kona na me do timi tundro mu na okono omo tomu nyina na yinka kwabra Owusu aduomi I know you host of your friend is saying top radio Owusu nie me dance nie Happy FM and Owusu be catch him say bro afo youth organizer new youth organizer dinner ba o kasa yipa that first time do ba radio so be telephone lines to na obia we insulting you first time on radio me na me do buy me na me do call balling point e do ko share of akwabla scratching sa and na wo see dey e man to nyom frɛ and ne wanya de effronti na de ka je nkwa de me pese meka se me me ya mama Ghana monkai na me ma je look at the sense me ma dwa ye for yansa na me so beto go and see kromo aye wo no enye radio so kasa tintin na be kire ba bia obobre wo me wo classmates wo kromo hawo make ma come classmates ni bia kire wo se me Owusu Bempah me nye ne ba wo me wo classmates people know me Remonacha wo ye yoko boss abon ye so person hu a me classmate me best friend on campus, Ghana Institute of Journalism. Go and find out. He is my classmate. Oh, classmate in wine. Me come Prep College. We were classmates. I went to one of the best boys' schools in Ashanti region. Me classmates, any Akwesi Sapon of BBC. Me classmate, me senior at school, any Stanley Slav Dogby. I was the spokesperson or the deputy chief of staff. Me were classmates who oti ona udwo num gbagbagba ka sim fun na kanya MPP na du ba bi sama anka wo na me pese me respond to you because unya me level you are not on my level me na me do so sadu betra radio so akra first na na udi matemo a wa bi na fit be dinate na me pese me no be ko banta wo you can't stand the test of time 2 minutes me ni di Dr. Williams atem ya antitimi sa bi ko me ko Prempeh College me sorry anopa e me didi donka Williams out atem kababusu afokra bi twamesu me sorry e me attack men of God and men of dignity in this country me sorry anopa e mama me didi e penifo toto wura o ma bobra e chemi enso ya no yabusu afo ne bi bobra me sorry atem me didi o ma tem me didi penifo bi atem emfa me hu ni je kofo akasa na me Owusu Bempah na ma sorry aba be twije okufu anu awofo e bi si da because baby I'm free minim I went to a good school Prempeh College I went to school I now say okay degrees na ye degrees aye won unim degrees aye wo unim bi na ma be gina na me bi dwamenu na be gina social media na meka I hold 3 master's degrees strategic communication masters in PR and masters in media management. Duru wa munafiki na o sori agika kanare yesi ye ne abegina ne ye dede kire obi ni abeka na obi ehu ka ba bia ko secondary school na ka ba bia ko primary school na ka ba bia wo classmate ba ko kire me ka classmate ba ko kire me in this political space and I will just shut up who born dog and ye ne nyankrofo bi na and later this info bia begina radio so no mo kasa social media ai kasa hwe na ka ne ka bonya wo te se me a and yes, come in here for so only Jerry John Rollins or Mampeni that Rollins and Auntie for just 2 days. And you can't just go bonk for boom penny for Ghana and Small Ghana. I was privileged to work under 2 presidents. Privileged. The whole youth in this country will be able when you had that opportunity. Oh, don't hold back to me. I rest my case. I don't want to go into that realm. I'm here to talk about Kennedy Agyapong. Kennedy Agyapong is going to be the president of Ghana. Unyankopon we shiran. Unyamiso be shene munyam. Obema Ghana for enya enidaso papa. And a new dawning is coming where Kennedy Agyapong is going to be the president of Ghana. We need the flag bearership of the MPP. I believe when I see a leader, I know one. I know what I can see in him. It don't motherfucker. Ghana for him motherfucker. to become the president of Ghana. Ghana for believe who say Kennedy be a president. Some nonsense will stop in this country. And you know that motherfucker must come. That motherfucker must come and lead this country. That motherfucker will come and lead this country. That motherfucker will come. And I mean, you're too unpredictable. Too unpredictable. When it comes to me banta. Me, what you say? Me turn no gonna to pain. It means so bobo. Who I always say, when me be me, my turn do gonna do pain. It means so bobo. What you say? It baby I crown. Ye turn your candidate. Also turn candidate. Turn candidate. Na can you obey to me aye ye man head of economic management team also obechi dollar no aloke no amasidi no aye yi wantumi anye eno ne ye beka ho asem ye nidi obi atem also obeji sremfo vote amaye wantumi anye die ntimi fa ne nko eno ne ye ka ho asem ti beka bibi foforo na fa dispute to what we are saying eno ano no ye nyina ye party ba akofo ma. Why would you want to come into the realms of telling people say ah na ya chimpenifo atoto wesi Ghana na ya super wom but if you go law school ye ni mo certificate eda ho sesi we have copies eda ho ye meka because we don't want to go there. The point that we are saying is what we are saying. Iti ye nyina no ye hye no so. Ghana is here to say Ghana needs Kennedy Agyapong. Ghana for see emfanimra ni ento abama no timumi na je support to Kennedy na yenko yanim na Ghana emeye better place. That me believe we say in the coming weeks now be coming frequently to respond to certain issues also in the trajectory. So we thank you for the opportunity. So we say wadaje na utie na yenim say honorable Kennedy akompre ko Agyapong the kwan a offer so kire ni nsemu kire Ghana for e showcase nyoma obetumi ayem. You expect to say other candidates like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should also showcase what they can do. What you say na yanko yanim na on my Ghana no MPP into the fan into my payment. I bless all of you. Thank you. And may God bless our homeland Ghana. May God bless the MPP. Thank you so much. I'm out of here.